Now at 5, a busy holiday for local firefighters, and we are tracking some wildfires still burning across the state with the fire danger only ramping up. Stacey.
And yes, a smoky Yakima Valley as fires burn in the area. I'll tell you what to expect this coming weekend.
And we're learning more about what led up to a former Kennewick School District security guard's arrest for suspected kidnapping.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner.
And I'm Austin Reed. Fire season's our top story as we are continuing to track a wildfire near Moxie, which has prompted level 3 go now evacuation notices. This is being called the Thorpe Road Fire. It started late last night and has already burned more than 2,000 acres. Fire resources from the Department of Natural Resources and the Bureau of Land Management have been approved to try to get this one under control. The American Red Cross has opened an evacuation center in Cooper Nation with Yakima Valley Emergency Management along with the Union Gap School District. The center is located at the Union Gap School. That's over on 3201 South 4th Street in Union Gap. We also have an article on our website with hourly updates about this fire.
All right, now take a look at this. A fast-moving fire near Wenatchee prompted evacuation notices earlier today. This is a time lapse from the National Weather Service. You can see how close that fire got to homes. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office says those evacuations have now been downgraded to level 1, be ready. The Department of Natural Resources said this fire quickly grew to about 250 acres. They said it was about 30% contained at last check. Now, obviously, all of those wildfires are contributing to smoke in the air. But Stacey, you were telling us earlier, the big one that's contributing right now is a little bit further out.
It is a little bit further out, Alyssa. Think Lake Chelan. If you know the area, there's a massive fire burning there tonight. However, we do have red flag warnings in place through our region. We're talking about the entire Cascades all the way down into Oregon here in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Now we're looking at some breezy afternoon winds through the region. It's hot, dry, and we have very low humidity. In fact, we're going to see our humidity drop into the single digits this weekend, and fire threat is going to be an issue in the coming days ahead with the, of course, heat wave we're seeing. Now, air quality has been back and forth. As you can see, Yakima's got a few fires impacting air quality there. We've been having air quality impacts here, but that's coming from the north, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Add to that an excessive heat warning. That's through Thursday. Forecast for tonight, 60s, clear and breezy, especially in the Yakima Valley. And taking a look at the Columbia River right now, just under 199 degrees. Winds are light at 7, our sunset at 8:50. And if you're going to be heading out on the river, tomorrow's going to be a hot one, 100 degrees. The river temp is still about 64.5 degrees. Austin, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. Now let's head over to Franklin County, where fire officials with Franklin County, Pasco, and Walla Walla County fought a house fire on Melody Lane for several hours early this morning. Fire officials say no one was home at the time that fire started, but they say a large part of the house was destroyed. The cause of the fire under investigation right now, and the Red Cross is stepping in to help people who are impacted by that fire.
We'll talk about a very busy last 24 hours for many firefighters across our region. Our teams captured a number of those fires all across the Tri-Cities area between Thursday night and early this morning, from house fires to vegetation fires. Kennewick Fire District's Deputy Chief Michael Hefner says his department does not have the final total when it comes to just how many fires there were, but he did say it was about the normal amount they get generally at this time. He also said light wind and other factors contributed to things not getting totally out of hand.
We don't have the total number. We're still working through that data. Some of the calls were mutual aid, helping other partners, so we're still trying to get the final numbers. It was about what we would expect for a night that folks are celebrating Independence Day, and with a certain level of fireworks that are legal, and certainly we saw use of fireworks that, according to city rules, would not be legal in the city.
Kennewick Fire also had extra staff on duty and used specialized vehicles like their off-road unit for precautionary patrols. Firefighters also say if you caused someone else's house to burn down because of fireworks, you can face serious charges. A dangerous heat wave. Well, that'll impact us this week and into the weekend. Temperatures could reach 110 degrees in the Tri-Cities by Tuesday and Wednesday.
It's just too hot. Now we're turning to Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth and Good Morning Northwest's Riley Fitzgerald for team coverage on the effects this dangerous heat wave will have.
Well, this forecast is going to be very dangerous over the next week, and for a couple different reasons. Number one, the fire aspect of it. Of course, you're seeing some of the results of that, some scorched earth. This is from the Broadmoor fire, and that happened in Pasco back on June 21st. And fires like this can be driven by the heat, and it's the heat that's actually way more deadly than any fire can be. So let's go ahead and show you some of the stats to back that up. According to NOAA, over the past 30 years, if you average out yearly weather deaths, heat beats everything else by a 2-to-1 margin. So we're talking very dangerous stuff here. We need everyone to be on their P's and Q's when it comes to heat safety. So yes, now that we've established that heat is easily the most deadly weather phenomenon, I still don't want to avoid the fire aspect of the situation, because it will be very dangerous. Sometimes it can be deadly, and someone who's been looking into the fire aspect of this forecast very closely is our own Riley Fitzgerald. Riley, what can you tell us?
Yes. So I talked with a supervisor with the Benton PUD about how this extreme heat wave also could impact our houses through this fire danger.
If it's under a line, if a fire's around a pole or something like that, and there could possibly be an outage if a fire were to burn down a pole and things, that sort of thing. That would be the main concern with a fire, would be to take out some sort of distribution line or something like that.
And it's not just fires that will affect our ability to stay cool in these extreme temperatures. It's also how we're using our energy. So with these extreme temperatures reaching more than 100 degrees, you may want to crank the temperatures down inside. When it comes to this heat, air conditioning can be working overtime to keep us cool. I talked with Robert Frost, the supervisor for energy efficiency at Benton PUD, about what to do to make sure not to overwork your systems in the extreme heat.
So as far as energy savings, kind of the best place to start is closing your blinds in your house, making sure that sun's not radiating inside and heating up your home. So keeping the blinds closed when it's the hot days, and then in the evening hours, if the temperature is cooler than your thermostat settings, opening those windows back up and getting some air in the house to cool it off, kind of per se free air conditioning at that point if the set point's higher than the temperature outside.
Frost also says they recommend setting your thermostat at 75 to 78 degrees in the summer for cooling if possible. Frost also says they know people will be running their air conditionings quite a bit during this heat wave, and contractors will likely be working some overtime as the heat continues. He advises to have a place ready to go in case your AC does go out, and also to check on vulnerable populations. Reporting for Apple Valley News Now with Josh Culbreth, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Former Kennewick School District security guard Angelico Calder is accused of kidnapping a teen and taking her to Oregon. According to court documents, the teen's family was concerned about her relationship with Calder and took their concerns to the school district. At one point, the teen reportedly told her mother that Calder was planning on getting guardianship of her and they were moving to South Dakota. Investigators say Calder also gave the teen what is commonly known as a burner phone. Court documents further say that Calder took the teen on spring break without telling her family, and when questioned about where the teen might be, investigators say Calder lied and said he hadn't been in contact with her for several months. Authorities say they found surveillance video that shows he drove the teen to Oregon, and when confronted with that information, investigators say Calder admitted he had taken her. To hear more details on this case, you can go to our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
Well, the Benton County Prosecutor's Office has identified one of its own as a person who died in a crash last night. Benton County Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Bradley Bartlett, his wife Alexandra, and 2 of their children, ages 9 and 3 weeks old, all died. The Bartlett's third child, a boy, survived and was taken to a hospital in Seattle. The driver of the other vehicle was also hurt and was taken to the hospital. The crash happened just after 6 p.m. at the intersection of East Sellards Road and South Travis Road. Details behind the crash have not yet been released. We will continue to keep you updated as new information comes in. In Western Washington, a shooting at a busy mall in the Seattle area left a 13-year-old girl dead, and a 16-year-old boy is now in custody. Reporter Jim Nelson spoke with investigators.
I grew up in this area. I went to this mall. I still frequent it, and so to have this kind of violence, senseless violence occur is upsetting.
How could it not be upsetting? Jada Woods Johnson was shot to death just after 6 o'clock in the food court area of Alderwood Mall. Investigators say a group of older teens got into some sort of altercation. The victim wasn't with either of the groups, completely innocent. Deputy Chief Patrick Fagan at times visibly emotional when talking to reporters.
It's upsetting on a number of different levels. To have a totally innocent teenager hit is very upsetting. To have other teenagers engaged in this behavior on the eve of a national holiday, also upsetting.
Police say the suspect got away in the chaos.
That was Jim Nelson reporting. Investigators say the teen suspect was brought into a police station by his mother and turned himself in. The Everett Herald reports he later posted a $500,000 bond. Alyssa.
Well, the EPA and the Department of Justice are suing 3 Lower Yakima Valley dairies they claim have failed to control the amount of nitrates leaching into the groundwater. So back in 2013, the EPA reached an agreement with these 3 dairies about measures they would take to reduce nitrates leaching from their facilities. That lawsuit, filed June 26th of this year, over concerns about the amount of nitrates in well water for people living within a 3.5-mile radius of the dairies.
That high level of nitrate in drinking water then can cause very serious conditions, especially for infants and at-risk individuals. And this can actually impact humans and livestock with the way that our bodies take in oxygen and impact the circulatory system.
Now, coming up tonight at 6, we're going to hear more about that lawsuit and what you should do if you live near one of the dairies.
Making headlines across America tonight, a train that derailed in North Dakota has been burning most of the day. The train was carrying chemicals considered hazardous material, including a type of ammonia commonly used in fertilizer, sulfur, and methanol. Officials say the wind is carrying smoke away from the nearest town, which is home to about 20 people, only 20 people. So right now there are no plans to order evacuations.
We are talking about extreme heat. Today is just the beginning.
Yeah, Stacey Lee is talking about those temperatures, plus when we could get some relief from all the haze. That's coming up in her First Alert forecast. You're watching the news at 5.
Allen Brecky Law Offices recruits and trains only the best. For over 30 years, Allen Brecky Law Offices has been working for your rights. Call 735-0546 to find out what your rights are under the law. They're waiting to help you.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale. Today through Sunday. Hapo Center Pasco. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2024 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. You also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
Get 4 free phones of your choice with no trade-in needed, plus 4 lines for $90.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
Tonight, President Joe Biden face-to-face with ABC's George Stephanopoulos. The exclusive first interview since the presidential debate. A first look on World News Tonight with David Muir, the most-watched newscast on television.
If you would like to improve your sleep for less, then right now is the perfect time to visit Walker's Furniture for their 4th of July savings event, where you can get no money down and no interest financing for up to 5 years this week at Walker's.
Let's celebrate our democratic republic all year long, not just the first week of July. We have freedoms that are unmatched. Our system isn't perfect, but it's the best.
If you've been injured, get a free consultation from the people who live and work right here in our community.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back. Tonight we continue to track Beryl, the historic storm that's now been downgraded from a hurricane and is moving towards the Gulf Coast.
And it slammed Mexico earlier today after devastating the Caribbean. Brian Abel has the latest.
Hurricane Beryl bearing down on Mexico Friday morning, making landfall as a Category 2 near the popular tourist destination of Tulum. The storm surge potentially reaching up to 5 feet above high tide for the Yucatan Peninsula, with up to 6 inches of rainfall. Relief efforts underway, with officials saying half of Tulum's homes lost power during the storm.
En este momento, 58 refugios temporales activos con 2,193 personas refugiadas. Tenemos 4 personas que fueron rescatadas porque en su casa estaba inundada.
Beryl, the earliest storm on record to reach Category 5 in the Atlantic, cut a deadly path through the Caribbean, where cleanup has just begun.
It has really opened my eyes more, so you have to always be prepared, because you never know what's going to happen. You have to always be prepared.
Beryl now on the move toward the Gulf of Mexico, where it's expected to strengthen again before its final landfall in northeastern Mexico or South Texas this weekend. The storm is likely to bring dangerous surf conditions and life-threatening rip currents to the entire Gulf Coast, from Florida to Texas, during a very busy holiday weekend.
We have to evacuate. All I have to do is just put all my stuff in this little black trailer here and haul it out of here, and we're just waiting.
In Washington, Brian Abel reporting.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we've got a lot going on. We've been tracking fires in Yakima, the Yakima area all day, and it was very smoky. There is a light layer of smoke. Now the winds are going to start to pick up there this evening. Not good for the fires, but it'll start to move some of that smoke out of the area. Light winds right now at 6 miles an hour, 98 degrees. Those temperatures will continue to go up. Red flag warning for the Yakima, Kittitas valleys up to the northern part, up towards the Wenatchee area, where we're seeing some large fires, and then the entire Cascade Mountain range under that as well. Let's take a look at our smoke map, and here's the smoke that I'm talking about that's kind of settled in the Yakima area with those light winds today. We're still seeing some smoke through the area, but the heaviest smoke is coming from this fire up here towards Lake Chelan area, and that is a pretty big fire, and it's not contained, so that's burning fuels like pine trees and that sort of fuel. So it's the Pioneer Fire near Chelan, 4,800 plus acres burning and only 14% containment. It's a very large fire in our region. Air quality has been also impacted. You can see the orange way at the top of the screen. That's where Wenatchee would be located. Yakima seeing moderate air quality. It's been moderate all day in the Columbia Basin from Pendleton up to Moses Lake. On to that, we have an excessive heat warning. That's in place through Thursday of next week. Temperatures at or above 100 degrees through the entire area. Little relief overnight because those overnight lows are going to just barely drop down and then start warming right away. Try to stay indoors and hydrate as much as possible. Remain hydrated, drink lots of water, check on those most vulnerable people in our area, and go outdoors early and late. For outdoor workers, try to get in the shade. We were down at Columbia Park yesterday, and what a difference going from the sun where they want us in the camera to the shade in between. It made a huge difference. So think about that in this coming week with all these hot temperatures. Clear and breezy tonight. We're down in the 60s all through the area. Still pretty pleasant. Probably could could crack open a window and cool the house down like they were saying earlier. Let's plan your day out tomorrow and look at these temps. I am impressed that it will be already close to 90 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning, 85 in the Tri-Cities by 10, and then we'll start getting into those triple digits. You'll be at 87 degrees tomorrow in Yakima by 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be a hot one in Hermiston also with those triple digits on the way, 81 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning. So as you can see, you get that brief little cool down at night, but it doesn't last very long, so no relief happens because we quickly jump right back up into the 80s and 90s. Let's take a look at that 7-day planning forecast. There you have it. A nice long run of hot days in a row, triple-digit temperatures from Saturday through Friday. So these are alert days to the dangerous heat wave that we are going to be experiencing. Same thing in the Tri-Cities. Look at Tuesday and Wednesday. We could be hitting above 110 degrees, and we'll start to see a slight cool down to the lower 100s towards the end of the week, but not much of a change and no rain in sight. 109 on Tuesday, the hot day for Walla Walla. Hermiston, it's going to be a hot one there as well. Tuesday being the hottest day, up to 111. So again, we can't emphasize enough, a dangerous heat wave on the way. Be prepared for that, especially I always worry about the people that work outside, like the postmen. So be nice to them, give them some water. All right, still to come, your viewer photo of the day. Austin, Alyssa.
All right, Stacey, thank you for that. So that dangerous heat is something we are keeping a close eye on. And this is a great time, if you haven't done it already, to download our app because we'll send breaking news updates to your phone as we get them.
I have it on my phone. I get notifications all day. So how you do this, you go to the App Store, find the Apple Valley News Now app, or just get out your phone right now, take the camera, point it there at the QR code on the right-hand side of your screen. A link will pop up on your phone. You follow that to download the app. It's really easy. Also, when you do, make sure that you allow notifications so you can get those breaking news updates.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Our 4th of July mattress event is on at Sleepmore inside More Furniture. Save on premium mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. For a limited time, you'll get a free bedding bundle gift, including 2 Tempur-Pedic pillows, a sheet set, and a mattress protector, all with the latest cooling technology. And right now, you can also take advantage of our 72-month interest-free financing. Visit your local showroom or shop all July 4th specials online at morefurniture.com.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Look around. All possible Triple Play customers are perfectly represented right now.
Wait, really?
There's the family, the group of adult friends, kids on their school trip,
and the first date couple, and the grandparents with their grandkids.
It's just too perfect. I knew it. They're shooting a commercial.
I thought we were better than that.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
We just thought...
If it's hidden, you might get bitten.
Criminal illegals flooding our southern border and fentanyl flooding our streets. But Dan Newhouse has a plan to fight back. Stop illegal immigration, secure the border, and seize illegal fentanyl.
We need to keep pushing hard, working hard to stop the illegal flow of people and the illegal flow of drugs.
Call Congressman Newhouse and tell him to keep fighting to stop the illegal flow of people and drugs at the southern border.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Today through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Welcome back, everybody. New tonight, the Tri-Cities Airport will be getting nearly $6 million from the FAA for pavement improvements. The airport says the grant will fund reconstruction of pavement, some of which has been around since World War II. Officials tonight say the improvements will help keep the airport safe and efficient. We are going to take a quick break. Stacy will have a final look at your forecast, but first, let's check in on our air quality.
So this is airnow.gov. This website shows smoke from the Yakima area and north making its way towards the Tri-Cities. You can see some of it's already here impacting our air quality. That is from the Thorpe Road fire in the Moxie area. You can track the latest updates on that fire on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
Take off over a fun park. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
It's 1,000 miles from here. But our open southern border is costing us billions and bringing deadly drugs into our communities. The rich are doing just fine, but working families are struggling. I'm Tiffany Smiley, and I approve this message because even though the political establishment told me to wait my turn, I'm running for Congress now to secure the border and lower the cost of living because Washington families can't afford to wait any longer.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is shifting into high gear with the $160,000 Ultimate American Road Trip. Win free play gas cards or cruise your way up to $50,000 cash every Friday and Saturday. Earn entries every day and multiply them on select Mondays. Then, on July 27th, win a new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our 4th of July celebration and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in our region. Take home this LG refrigerator for just $16.99 after a $100 mail-in rebate. This LG not only boasts a smart cooling system that adapts to maintain optimal temperatures, but also features a spacious, customizable layout, perfect for any family size. We sell appliances. Only appliances.
Hot tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance some new 2024 inventory. Today through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
It's the all-new Apple Valley News Now weekend with local news, regional news, first alert weather, and much more every Saturday and Sunday, including a complete wrap-up Sunday night at 11. Apple Valley News Now weekend from Apple Valley News Now, always on your side.
Next ET, Jessica Simpson Unfiltered.
I like the way I look on film.
Rare interviews with the singer, actress, reality star, and mogul. It's a special ET Vault Unlocked. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
President Biden will be sitting down with ABC's George Stephanopoulos for an exclusive interview that you can watch tonight at 8 o'clock. That is going to be right here on Apple Valley News Now. I know there's going to be a lot of questions about his performance at the debate, but for right now, let's take a look at your forecast.
We'll take a look at the forecast, but first a weather photo. We always love these weather photos. This was a little golf course action at Horn Rapids. Look at that beautiful sunset. Thanks for sharing with us, Keith. Remember to get your weather photo featured. Just to snap that QR code on the right side of your screen with your smartphone, or simply go to applevalleynewsnow.com. Click on the weather tab. Let's take a look at those temperatures tomorrow. Again, look at that, already like mid 70s at 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll be in the 80s and upper 80s by 10. So this is real. This is how it's going to be for the next potentially 7, 8, 10 days ahead. And we'll see those triple digit temperatures coming on in. We have first alert days all the way through next week with the most serious dangerous heat Tuesday and Wednesday. And then look at those overnight lows in Yakima, 72. So it does not cool down. We don't get a lot of relief. And like they were saying earlier, your AC is going to be working hard. It's going to be very difficult. So be safe out there. Try to stay cool. The Columbia River looks pretty inviting to me.
Even at 60-some degrees.
Right? I'll jump in.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6.
Hoping your news is good news.
See ya.